the best sellers for eBay dropshipping are home goods, home furniture, things that go in the house or around the house. So that's what you should be focusing on. So simply go to your supplier, look for their home goods tab category, and just simply click through these. So, and what you want to do, if you can open up all of them and you can go through it, and simply what you want to be thinking is what seems cheap. You need to be thinking, oh, this is fairly well priced, because that means you can add a markup to it. So yeah, I'd definitely say focus on home goods, tables, things like that, anything that can go in the house, things for the office, for home office, things like that, storage. Again, people love self improvement and self improving their homes and things like that. So yeah, I got this little spreadsheet as well, and this is based off my history. So what you want to do with eBay dropshipping, you want to sell evergreen products. So evergreen products are essentially things that are good all year round. So you don't want to be selling things for summer and winter, and you don't want to be, and vice versa, essentially. So you want to sell evergreen products. Vacuum, people need that all year round. Toolboxes, people buy that all year round. That way, you'll get consistent sales all year round. And then, of course, just paying attention to the the season that you're in, and current events and what's going on to help you find what to list. For example, during the coronavirus, I took full advantage. I started listing sports products. I started listing a lot of stuff for home improvement, because people were spending a lot of time at home, and so they wanted to improve their homes and they wanted to work out at home. And I made a fortune, actually. Just a subtle look here. I've got 20,000 sales in the last 30 days. But yeah, so vacuums are good, coffee tables, cookware set, bikes are good, bedside tables are good, sold loads of those. Suitcases, actually, scratch that. Suitcases aren't too good. Shelving's good. Shelving's really good for DIY enthusiasts. You can ignore this. Holiday items are so. Pet supplies are very good. Loads of people have pets. Zoo Plus is a good supply for pets, and Awesome do have some pets. You can sell cat beds. You can sell bird cages. I've sold loads of things like that. Toys. Toys is a really, 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 really big one. So I sell toys consistently all year round. Of course, when it's Christmas coming up, you prioritize toys more than anything else to improve your results. And yeah, toys are really good. Doll houses, toy cars, and things for kids in general, because people are having kids and people like to look after their kids and give them the best things. So, um, yeah, chest of drawers, stock beds, and this is when I was just getting some insights from this thing, but I didn't continue it. So yeah, another major thing that you want to pay attention to is seasonality. Of course, we've got the 4 seasons here. In summer, you want to be listing deck chairs, you want to be listing parasols, you want to be listing things for the garden, things for barbecue, because people are getting ready for that. With Christmas coming up in December, for example, in Halloween in October, I sold a lot of pumpkins. I sold a lot of costumes and things like that. So you just want to be paying attention to the times and adapting. You need to be able to change and adapt to whatever season, or to be honest, to whatever happens, you need to be able to adapt. So yeah, in winter, sell things that people might want in the winter. For example, in the winter, I sold a lot of fan heaters, a lot of stoves, a lot, because people are looking for these things. So yeah, that's just what I mean. So keep an eye out for seasonal items. Kids' toys are good. Um, I'm not going to talk about this because I don't use it. Baby products are also good. I sold a lot of strollers. That's another golden one. Write all these down if you will. Um, yeah, I'm not going to talk about this because you just have to make sure you're opted into the GSP program. And I'm going to talk about actually items to stay away from, fragile items, things that can break in transit. This is because, of course, the customer is not going to be happy when they um, open their product and find out it's damaged, and it's just going to cause you more stress. You might have to arrange a return, or you might have to arrange a refund. So generally, stay away from that. There are some exceptions to this if it's a good supplier you're dealing with, but yeah, try and stay away from anything that's going to cause you extra work. Digital products, softwares, anything like that. Just you want to ensure that it's a physical product that you're listing. Otherwise, um, um, if something goes wrong, it's hard to prove what it was. Yeah, clothes and shoes, high rate of return. You don't want to list that. Items that don't have sales on eBay. Of course, if you're doing a sniping strategy, this is a given. Um, it doesn't have any sales, you don't want to list it. But I've sold plenty of things that don't have any sales on eBay. I've sold things that don't have any reviews on supplier's website, so anything can happen. Vero items, that's a given because you can get your account flagged, and consequently, you can actually get your account suspended if you get too many viewers. So yeah, I hope this video has been full of value. In the next video, I'm actually going to go through, of course, in this video, I just briefly talked about what to sell. In the next video, I'll go through the process of how I find items. So I'll take you guys through it if you're struggling step by step of how to find items to list, because it's a lot more simple than you might think. Different ways to find products. So product research methods and strategies. So the first one is explore.ebay.com. This is not one that I used when I was starting dropshipping, and I've never used it till date. But here you can adjust for what area, what place you're in, and it just shows you, of course, these are heavily branded products such as Apple AirPods or Luigi's Mansion, North Face, but it just gives you an indication of what is popular, what are people buying now. And if you click it, it does show you a chart. So 2,693 searches. It gives you a general price range, and yeah, it just gives you information. So you can have a scroll through this, and then you can see what's is it working, is it what's popular, what's selling. The same goes for Amazon bestsellers. To get to this page, simply type in Amazon bestsellers on Google, and then you simply select a department, and I've already pre-opened home and kitchen, and you can simply just scroll down. Then again, it just gives you an indication of what's popular, what's selling now. And obviously with Amazon, you can even get more information, such as how many reviews it's got, which is important. And some sellers drop ship directly from Amazon here, from bestsellers straight to eBay, but I don't recommend using Amazon as a supplier. Okay. Next, we're going to go over just a general list of good items to sell. Vacuums, good. Toolbox, coffee tables, cookware sets, folding tables, bicycles are good, bedside tables, metal shelving, shelves sell quite well. I just want to emphasize toolboxes again. Holiday items sell quite well. I've sold suitcases in the past. Pet supplies, people are always going to have pets, and I'm just going to add toys as well. Toys are good. Specifically, in fact, we're going to get onto that. This is some data from my listings that I did in August, and it quite nicely leads on to seasonality actually. So in August, I saw barbecue, deck chairs, and fans. A lot of fans. They were selling like hotcakes, and that's because of the month we were in, which was August. So these ones, dog beds, storage trunks, yeah, that's, those are evergreen products. Evergreen again means all year round. If I didn't say it the first time, something that sells all year round. And yeah, so you want to pay attention to when you're in winter, spring, summer, and autumn. So what month are you in when you're listing, and just think about what do people typically buy in that season. So for example, in October, I sold a lot of pumpkins. I sold a lot of scary outfits. Christmas, again, loads and loads of Christmas trees. Some of my peers were selling their Christmas trees like hotcakes, like 30, 40 sales and certain products. Again, toys is there, and specifically on toys, doll houses, and ones that you can build, ones that you can put toys inside and play with it. Big winners, play kitchen, play houses, all that stuff, big winners. And this is another website that you could use, which is similar to Explore, eBay, and Amazon. Baby products are pretty good. I agree with that. Baby bags, people are always going to have babies, and people love and want the best for their babies, so it is a really good niche. It's the same with kids, always going to want to keep their kids happy. And yeah, so you want to stay away from fragile items. I'm actually going to give you guys a golden nugget here. So if you're dealing with George has great customer service, or certain suppliers who have great customer service. What happens is that if an item gets delivered and it's smashed, yes, the buyer will just message you a picture saying, "Hey, arrived smashed. I want a refund or I want a replacement." That's what's gonna happen. They're not gonna leave negative feedback because of that. It was out of your control. They know that, you know that, and simply, there's only two things you can really say to them. Hey, we'll process a free refund for you, a full refund for you, or would you like a replacement? You just ask them what option they prefer. But so I actually would disagree with this fragile items here. This is um, only if I wouldn't disagree with it, but I disagree only if the supplier is a good supplier. So, for example, there are sometimes that an item will from George.com, Asda has very, very good customer service. So there are times where I will I sell a lot of plates. Plates sell well, so I sell a plate and it arrives damaged. The customer sends me a picture. I tell George, they give me a full refund. Then usually, if a customer's plate only one of them is broken, you can offer them a partial refund and they'll be happy to take it. So yeah, it's a good way. So there's been a time where a customer, their product arrived damaged and it was just one plate, but as the refund you in full pretty much, if if it's damaged because of the huge inconvenience. So yeah, I refunded the customer £5 and they gave me a £25 full refund. So you can just add in profit there. So fragile items, yes, stay away from them in general, but um, just know that suppliers usually do look after you. Another thing that I'd recommend is anytime you have a negative experience with a supplier due to something that wasn't out of your control, ask them what they can do to make things better for you. I just ask them directly. It's best to be direct. What can you offer me as a token of goodwill? And they will tell you what they can offer you. It's you just be direct, and when speaking with suppliers, don't waste any time. You have to pretend you're a customer. Well, you are a customer, to be fair, but you have to pretend that you're the direct customer because sometimes I found it difficult sort of tapping into the mind of a disgruntled customer. So it will take a customer's shipping has been delayed, but that's something that they really want. So you really have to go out and above for your customers and treat each if there's something wrong, you need to do your best to get on top of it because that person's probably looking forward to the item, especially if your shipping policy says that it's lower, so that you have a quick shipping time. So always ensure to keep on top of things. Digital products, definitely avoid these. Clothes and shoes, yeah, too many returns of clothes and shoes. You don't want to do this. And Vero, because people like to buy designer. And this is just with regard to I've sold loads of things that don't have any sales on eBay, but this is just with a sniping strategy in the sense that you don't want to list blindly. Vero items again. Vero items. Hustle Got Real will tell you what's a Vero item in general. There's also a Vero checker. So yeah, that's the end of this video. On to the next one.